I'm just going to put this out there because I feel that I would prefer to do so. Sometimes, memories come flooding back and you recall certain things that you wish you had handled differently. This might seem like a tiny thing, but in retrospect, I wish I had handled it differently. What am I talking about? I'm recalling a video that I recorded, or not. It wasn't a video. It was a podcast that I recorded when I was still friends or allies or whatever with Colin Liddell, and so it was one of our affirmative right podcasts. I don't know. Colin had something that he called those. I can't remember right now, but I think this is sort of timely right now, since the stuff is coming out from about who was on Epstein's list and who looks pretty bad. There's a list of names. Some of them might not have done anything illegal. You still don't really want to be on that list. But on the other hand, some people might just have been hanging around or doing whatever. Maybe we're unaware of the kind of stuff that goes on. But I don't know. I don't know how you can be unaware. I don't know if any of these people were really unaware. I don't know if anybody on the list is really not culpable. But anyway, surprise, surprise, Bill Clinton is on that list, and he is on a list in a way that makes it sound like he is quite culpable in the activities, the things that went on the island. What I remember is that in this past podcast, that Colin was talking about how it wasn't a big deal. That so what if Bill Clinton shagged a 15-year-old? It's who cares? And I remember him saying that very emphatically. It wasn't like, well, maybe 15's the age of consent. It's still pretty sleazy, but it's not technically illegal. If he'd said it something like that, but I don't think Colin Liddell tends to parse things, like that. But if he had presented it that way, I don't think I would have had a problem. But there was something about the who cares if Bill Clinton shagged a 15-year-old. And this is his. I'm remembering these are his direct quote. This was his direct quote in this podcast, and I think we had maybe Richard Wollstonecraft on with us. Is probably him, and I don't remember which podcast this was, but I didn't say anything. I felt something. It was like the way the conversation was going. It sort of shifted at that moment, and there wasn't really a convenient way for me to weigh in and say, well, yeah, I think it's a big deal if a grown man, shags, as you put it, a 15-year-old, a young teenage girl, and if this is something that world leaders are doing, and young girls who are at least near the age of consent, or some may be below the age of consent. If that's really happening, and if these girls are being pimped out to these world leaders, then yeah, that's a big deal. But I didn't, for whatever reason, I remember that moment, and I just let it go. So Colin Liddell is wrong. If Bill Clinton shagged a 15-year-old, it certainly is a big deal. And I don't even know if calling it shagging is the proper term. I think maybe statutory rape would be a better term. Maybe it's not. Again, I don't know the laws of the land. I don't know what where this happened and what the age of consent is there. But in any case, it's not a big deal. So let me just register that now. And however, 2 years too late. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.